Periyava Sharan. Voice of God, Volume 1, Part 2, Chapter 8. How to clear the impurity. If we look around with real knowledge, we will perceive everything as bliss only. Bliss is infinite. True perception would make us see everything as bliss only. Bliss is not bound by limits. There is no place where it does not pervade. Knowledge is also limitless. There is no place where it does not pervade. There cannot be two things which are limitless and which pervade everywhere. Therefore, bliss and knowledge are one. The Upanishads declare that bliss is Brahman. Bliss, knowledge, Brahman, Atma, which is the soul, are all one. Since there is no place where it does not pervade, Jiva, the soul, is characterized by knowledge as bliss. We look at things with our eyes alone. We call one flower a rose and another flower is that of Dhatura. If we look at them with jnana, the rose and the Dhatura will appear as bliss only. It is due to lack of jnana that we perceive one as rose and other as Dhatura. In fact, everything is bliss only. The reason why we are unable to perceive the truth is that our mind is contaminated by impurities. If a mirror keeps shaking, the figure reflected therein will be distorted. If, along with movement, the mirror is also covered by dirt, the reflected figure will be totally distorted and the real figure will not be seen. It is because the mirror of mind is in a disturbed state and is covered with impurity that it does not reflect the true nature of things, which is bliss. If a staff is handed over to a mentally deranged person and he is asked to hold it for 15 minutes, he cannot do it. But it is possible for us to hold it for 15 minutes. We can hold the solid thing. But if we are asked to mentally concentrate on one thing only, we are unable to do it. In a moment, 1,000 thoughts cross the mind in the manner of a motion picture. Therefore, the wise who have gained real knowledge would think of us in the same way as we think of the mentally deranged person. Till the mind is controlled, all of us are different types of mad people only. The reason for this is that the mind is not only unsteady like a moving mirror covered by dirt, but it is also not able to concentrate on one thing. If the impurity goes out of the mind, concentration will materialize and the truth will become clear. How is the impurity to be removed? Our impurity is our own body. How has this body come into existence? It is because of sin. How did we commit that sin? We committed it by using the various limbs of our body and the mind. If a rope is wound over something and it has to be removed, it will have to be unwound in the opposite direction. In the same manner, bad deeds should be wiped out by good deeds and sins by virtuous acts. The sins committed by the limbs of the body and the mind should be wiped out through the same parts and the mind. Charity, philanthropy, observance of religious rituals, reciting the Lord's names, temple worship, etc. are good deeds. These are the aids for wiping out the sins. Having thus wiped out the sins, We should follow the path of true knowledge and attain the blissful state. Periyava Sharan.